Hi everybody. So, yeah, alright, here's my second reaction to the Season 8 episodes. This one, Season 8, Episode 3, The Mod Couple. So I would also first just like to thank everybody who subscribed to me, new subscribers, because I haven't gotten that many subscribers in a while, and especially to the people who commented. I really appreciated those comments. You all, like, this, that kind of thing is very uplifting to creators, and I haven't gotten that kind of attention on any of my videos in a very long time. That's partially my fault, but really, like, YouTube is a very unforgiving landscape, and being on the internet, it's even more unforgiving. So I just want to thank you all for that. But outside of that, also, of course, I am aware of at least the basic outline for the plot of this episode. That can partially, you could blame Dr. Wolf, because of course that's where I learned it from, but I wouldn't blame Dr. Wolf. I'm a big fan of his, and if you somehow haven't seen or heard of his stuff yet, I suggest go watch it or subscribe to it, because it's really good stuff. I can't imagine you're a fan of this franchise and this series and somehow haven't watched any of Dr. Wolf's videos, but hey, anything is possible. Including a little girl's show about magical multicolored horses, tiny multicolored horses, becoming a huge franchise that everybody, or at least a majority, a group of people, seem to love for some reason. So yeah. So seriously, if you haven't seen his stuff, or you haven't heard of him, or you haven't really given him a chance, go watch Dr. Wolf. He's great. But enough recommendations, let's get into the episode. So here we go. Alright. I imagine that the writers will still be able to surprise me even if I do know the basic plot. I hope so. I mean, really, if they didn't manage to surprise me, I'd be very disappointed. Now, let's go in 3, 2, 1.
Please put your hopes together for your next performance, Mud Briar.
Okay, good to see that Maud is still, you know, into the... I'm glad she was telling the truth about that stand-up comedy thing.
Earth pony.
I see she goes for the very literal kind of comedy.
Being an earth pony isn't so bad. We've got magic powers too, like walking around and picking stuff up with our teeth. That's sarcasm, by the way. My favorite thing to listen to is Close
Wait,
to
why
Close.
is Pinky there with Lyra and Bonbon? Or did she just sit down with them without their consent? Also, are they on a date? If so, good. I totally ship them. I mean, who doesn't, but you know.
And that's my time.
I really do love Maud, but then again, doesn't everybody? I mean, she's one of those characters that everybody seems to love. Oh, okay. I get why they're laughing, but that's just kind of sad, and I kind of feel bad for Maud because of it. Oh, wow. That's, I mean, come on. That's, I mean, granted, I can understand. That's a good setup for an actual joke by the writers of the show, but otherwise, hey, they did update the intro. I like it. I like it. And I like that they waited until the 3rd episode to do it. It's really good. Wait until things actually really change before doing it. It's a nice touch. I like it. Bigger picture, bigger setup, and a lot more change. And look, hey, Cadence and Flurry Heart and Shining Armor are all there now, looking at the picture. So it's a whole royal family affair. Everybody except for Blue Blood. What does that tell you? Seriously, how is he related to them? It's a simple question. I just want to know that. I mean, how is Blue Blood related? But regardless, yeah, not a lot happened there. I mean, it was just the intro and then the intro theme. Which again, I liked the new setup. The song is exactly the same. Actually, it seemed a little... Was it anybody else notice? Might have just been me. Was it shorter now? I felt like it was a little bit shorter this time. It could just be me. Probably was. Who knows? But I liked the new intro, and I liked the setup. I do love that joke from the writers. That setup. It's cruel, but comedy often is. So, yeah. My throat is especially dry for some reason. I can't imagine why. But, yeah. Let's begin, and we are back.
Your jokes, your hilarious delivery, your everything!
How was my timing?
You got me! Come on, let's celebrate sister style! We could get matching stickers that say eyes on the pies, then show them off at the Ponyville sticker convention that I could plan for tomorrow if you want.
Actually, I'm busy tonight.
Aw, that's what you said yesterday. And the day before that. And the day before the day before
You know, people
that.
made a lot of jokes about Twilight and Shining Armor, including in one of the parodies. I don't remember which one about them getting married, but Pinky is my favorite. She's my waifu, basically, but she seems to be in love with her sibling.
Pinky.
Also, can we get the
reason is I
other
haven't-
pie siblings?
As
Why?
long as we get some serious
Seriously,
time before your birthday.
what about
And there's
what about
some
Limestone
certainly
and what
no reason I wanna hang out
about
with my
Marble?
birthday.
Where are they? I want to see some of them. You know, I love Mod, but we need to get a little bit more some of the other pies. I'm
What
just
about
saying.
tomorrow morning?
Okay.
Just you and me. Best sister friends forever!
Best sister friends forever.
I can't wait for tomorrow to be today!
Pinky. Something Pinky.
Tomorrow is today! Who's ready
I mean,
for some
again, I'm
fun
used to
times that
Pinky
you're
and I love
gonna
Pinky,
order?
but
The answer is
this is
I would also accept Maud.
also true. Very true.
Maud!
I do love that she's still living in this cave. Also, is this like only the second time we've seen this place? Is it, or is it just me? No, I think it's actually the third, but still, that's not a lot. Especially since I think the first time we saw it was in the last third episode, the third episode of season 7. Wasn't that Rock Solid Friendship? Wasn't that number 3 of season 7? It's been a whole season. Almost a whole season. Seriously. That's a long time. And she went all the way to Yakistan. If it was anybody but Pinky, but it is Pinky. She even visits the gorge the gorge's name escapes me, but yeah. And that's a bit much. She put a poster on freaking Derpy? Come on.
Found you!
She assumed that, I like that she assumed that she had visited Starlight. Like, she has a very short list of other friends, so of course she visited Starlight. Also, does this mean that Maud lied to Pinky? Is that what's happening here?
I've already checked
I'm
this
really
one convention,
curious.
Brandon's Miss Wax Museum, and Yakistan.
Did she say, wait, did she just say she visited
Nope, it's
Discord's
just me.
dimension?
Reading.
Okay, it's official. Pinky is a freaking, she has to be some, like an omnipresent,
checks out.
omniscient, like, dimensional deity being
But are
of some
you
sort,
sure
on
there's no
at least on
Pony
Discord,
hiding
if not above his
in your
level.
closet?
It's the only explanation. Then again, it's Pinky, so
I don't
yeah,
have a closet. Is
seriously.
everything Okay.
No, I was supposed to go birthday cake shopping with Maud
Birthday
today.
cake.
And ruin her surprise party?
I wasn't gonna tell her why, silly. But now I can't even find Maud. I'm usually way better at hide and seek than this.
Well, she probably just found a new rock formation and forgot you two were gonna hang out. Tell you what, you take care of the cake and I'll look for Maud.
Really? Thanks, Starlight. Just checking.
I mean, to be fair, if she is related to Pinky, and apparently the Pinky cess is a shared power in the family, so I wouldn't be surprised if the other pies were also capable of such weirdness.
And it's gotta be tippy-top super-duper secret.
Technically, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut in front of any pony. What you doing?
I'm currently speaking to a pony at a baking supply shop 2 minutes before it closes for lunch.
Right. Okay.
This is the guy. Is this the guy? This is the guy. Oh my god, this is the guy.
What are you doing?
This is weird. So they
I am
decided to go with
currently
this
speaking
for.
to-
I mean, I get it.
What are you looking for? Rolling pins, cupcake tins, cookie cutter.
I don't get it. I think I have a feeling I know where this is going, but I don't get it.
That's
I mean,
what you've been
specifically,
spending all this time to
it's
say?
too similar to Mod. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. Also, I do like the touch of the stick in the mud cutie mark. That's a nice touch. I noticed that right away, but that's a nice touch.
Implies an event in the near future wherein we see each other. Goodbye expresses good wishes where flirting or at the end of a conversation.
Yeah, same thing.
I will not apologize for speaking with precision.
In that case, apology not accepted. Goodbye, later, see you, same thing. Can you believe that guy? Huh? Oh, to lunch. Oh, come on! Ugh! No mod, no cake, no anything! And how annoying was that pony? Who takes that long to say goodbye? Or was it, see you later? Ugh! Now he's got me doing it!
Hello, Pinkie Pie.
Mod! Found you! My turn to hide!
I'm sorry I wasn't around this morning.
Okay, I'm gonna make a quick observation before we get to this because I see what's coming up. And, was that guy Sheldon Cooper? Was that the pony equivalent of Sheldon Cooper? Because that's what I was seeing there. And I don't know how to feel about that because I liked...
Pinkie.
I liked the
I've
big...
been so busy is that I have a boyfriend now.
Oh, what?
A boyfriend.
Oh, what?
A boyfriend.
Okay, Pinkie. Okay, that's a... Okay, that was enough. I appreciate...
Technically, we're in like...
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who is he? What's his favorite color? Does he like ice cream? If he were a bird, what kind of bird would he be? Wait, is he actually a bird? Oh, I don't know because you haven't told me anything yet.
You'll like him. We have a lot in common.
Well, I love you, so I know I'm gonna...
Yeah, this is what I thought. This is where I thought it was going because he's really much like Maud and yet somehow not likable. And I'm kind of with Pinkie. This so far, I don't like him.
Rock, and you love rock, so it's perfect.
No, if that was the case, wouldn't...
Is Boulder jealous?
No, behind the rock. Mud Briar.
I'm sorry, what? What was that name?
Technically, not anymore.
Oh, whoa,
Pinkie. Oh, Pinkie. I mean, I probably shouldn't find that so funny, and I genuinely found that really funny. I don't know why. I mean, I can't think of a reason why I would find that in particular funny. Because it wasn't that funny, but I found it really funny for some reason. I don't know why. And again, I have to say, he reminds me of Sheldon Cooper. Which would make Maud Amy Farrah Fowler. That I don't see. I will say that they do have stuff in common, yes. Also, I didn't catch his name. Again, I didn't catch his name. Like I said, the first time I rarely hear it. Also, again, talking to you guys. But still, it's weird. It's weird. And yet I can totally see why those two would be a couple. I still don't know how... I don't think I like him yet. I don't know if we're meant to like him, but if this episode is any good, then I think we're meant to like him. So, or at least if he's meant to stick around, which I assume, based on where I think this is going, I think he's meant to stick around. So yeah. So, yeah. Let's hope that he grows on me and you. I do think it's funny that Pinkie dislikes him specifically because, as Maud pointed out, they do have a lot in common, which is weird. But I think that's the point. And we're back.
Pinkie Pie, meet Mud Briar.
Oh,
Technically, we've already met.
Mud Briar. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is that the same voice actor, Sheldon Cooper? Is that what's happening here? Because he is Sheldon Cooper. I'm not just seeing this. It's him.
Yes.
It's him.
Yes.
It's kind of freaking me out.
Let's start over. Hi, I'm Maud's sister, Pinkie Pie.
I know.
So, how did you two meet?
At a rock show.
Oh, you're into rocks too?
No. I like sticks.
Then why were you at a rock show?
Oh, sticks and stones! I get it. I get it. I'm glad I picked up on that quite so quickly, because otherwise I'd feel like an idiot. No offense to anybody who was a little slow on that point. It's stuff like that can be easily missed on occasion. I've just spent way too much time analyzing entertainment and fictional media.
I'm really into sticks too. They're great for hitting piñatas. Huh?
Pinky.
Oh, you want to go first?
That is stick abuse.
It is?
Okay, seriously, is this the same guy? I want to know. I want to know. I'm going to look this up afterward. I don't actually know the name of the actor's name. I know he's very highly paid and stuff, and he's considered a really good actor, but I want to look.
You should introduce Pinky to your pet.
Oh, your pet likes fetch.
This is my pet, so no.
That would make sense.
Aw, look at Twiggy and Boulder playing together.
Okay,
They're
Twig.
adorable.
They are.
It's just a stick.
Don't be rude.
I'm sorry.
This is hilarious for a number of reasons I can't even begin to explain, but I like it so far.
Technically, we've already met.
This guy does not get what greeting means. Also, I can see why that would irritate.
I don't get this guy.
Wow, Maud has a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How could you like someone so weird?
Feeling, I don't know, outdone by any chance, Starlight?
Object for a pet.
Just saying.
So does Maud.
Boulder has 10 times the personality of some random stick. Mud Briar too, for that matter. He's not like Maud at all. Maud is hilarious, friendly, caring, and easy to talk to.
Yep, that's Maud.
But this guy is awkward, quiet, and kind of strange.
That also sounds like Maud.
You're so funny, Starlight. Maud is nothing like Mud Briar. If she were, then we wouldn't be best sister friends forever.
Well, Maud obviously likes something about him. Maybe you just need to.
You know, it is fun because Pinky is so rarely frustrated. And it's good because, you know, that should happen from time to time. She can't be self-assured about
He
everything.
could help you with her party.
She did.
I guess.
And I'll keep Maud busy while you and Mud Briar plan the best surprise birthday ever.
That I can do. Listen, Maud's birthday is tomorrow, and there's no time to waste. You're not afraid of slides, are you?
No. What?
No reason.
Pinky, that might have been the most malicious thing you've ever done. I think. I can't honestly tell.
Welcome to my party planning cave.
Technically, due to the speleothems growing from the ceiling, this is more of a cavern than a cave. Maud taught me that.
Yeah, okay.
That's interesting. I would like some specification because that actually does sound interesting to me personally.
Skip that one.
Might I make some suggestions?
Oh, suggest away. That's why you're here. You and me, planning together. Friends.
I have a vision board of everything Maud loves, and none of those things are on it.
Let me see this vision board.
It's not a physical thing. I'm envisioning it. Now I enter through the large door of my mind palace and enter to the pack where I have all of my books and possessions.
Okay, he went from being Sheldon Cooper to being Sherlock Holmes. Specifically Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock Holmes. Which, I like Benedict Cumberbatch as an actor, but I'm not a fan of Sherlock. Hate me, YouTube people, hate me. But I don't like Sherlock. I don't think it's a good adaptation of Sherlock Holmes.
She's very caring.
I like Benedict, sure, you know, but he's not Sherlock Holmes.
Technically,
He is Sherlock. The caricature of Holmes that they created. I blame Stephen Moffat for that, but that's just me. That could be also. Pinky, you can't be the expert on a person. You can try to. You can be the best. You can know them better than anybody else, but you can't be an expert on them. I would, however, say that it does seem that this guy seems to know.
Huh. You must be Mud Briar. I'm Starlight Glimmer. Nice to meet you. I've heard great things. I'm so glad the two of you are spending time together. So, how's it going?
Mud Briar and I have just spent the best time bonding, and we're really starting to make some headway becoming besties, except for one teensy-weensy disagreement that maybe you could settle, Mud. See, Mud Briar here seems to think that you don't like surprise parties. Isn't it funny how wrong he is?
I like surprise parties. Because I know they make you happy when you throw them for me.
See? Wait, what?
I'd rather just do something small with you, Starlight, Boulder, and Mud Briar for my birthday.
No party? No party? Did he put you up to this? Maybe you should consider, I don't know, taking things a little less serious with Mud Briar, because he's kinda, sorta, impossible to like!
Hey, Mud Briar, have you ever flown a kite? Let me tell you all about it. See, the first thing you should do is...
I just can't believe you would choose sitting around with him over a party with your own sister!
I didn't choose either of you. Technically, I said I wanted to be with both of you.
Technically? Oh, you even like the way he talks?
Everything about him makes me happy.
Okay, that was adorable on Mod's part, but I feel sorry for Pinky, but at the same time, Pinky, you're being a bit dumb here. Also, I was kind of quiet there. I don't know for how long, but
all slow down
Pinky,
and
Pinky,
talk now.
you're being a bit dumb.
See you later.
Okay, you know what? Mud Briar is actually kind of growing on me. That was really quick. I would not have thought that a combination of Sheldon Cooper and Sherlock by Benedict Cumberbatch would be the thing to do it.
I'm not shy, and I hate animals. Fashion? Not for me, darling.
An apple a day is downright disgusting.
You know,
Oh,
I know that...
He wins the race. I never learned to read.
I'm sorry, that Twilight one made me laugh for some reason. Also, I know Pinky isn't the only one to have a psychotic break, but she's probably had more than any other character, and again, I would have more than likely suspected Fluttershy, but it's Pinky for some reason. I will say that our last bit was probably the funniest part of the episode so far. I liked it. The weird art style, transparent faces, talking to her, saying the complete opposite. The Twilight one was the funniest. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh my god, Pinky went home. Pinky went home. Pinky went home. Okay. That means we do get the Mod Sister. Yeah, we get the Mod Sister. Oh, we get the...
Get out of bed, sis.
Yay.
If you're gonna be here, you gotta work.
Oh.
Limestone. Ah, Limestone, you prickly possum porcupine. Prickly possum porcupine. I like it. I'm calling you that from now on, Limestone.
It's just, Maud has a boyfriend.
I'm not jealous. Who said anything about jealous?
That's new. Also, why would you be? And that's new. Also, I like that brief. There was a brief second where Marble looked like she was genuinely angry, and I like that. Nice.
What am I missing? What did she see in him? What does he have that I don't?
Anybody else seeing it? Because it really does come off like Pinky's in love with Mod.
Right. You look as miserable as I feel all the time.
It's just that I love Maud and I want to love Mud Briar, but I can't see anything to like about him.
Fine. Taking a work break. Come on.
Sister stuff. We're getting sister stuff.
Looking at a
Okay.
sparkling bright
All right.
blue and white rock. See it?
You mean that lumpy gray one?
No, the beautiful blue and white one. Right there.
I would not describe that as beautiful blue or white, but okay.
Yeah, I'm with Pinky on that one.
So-
I don't see it either. Unless...
It's a geode. The outside looks like a regular rock, but the
Okay,
inside's filled
we're going with
beautiful
this. I
gems.
like it. It's not the...
So you're saying I should crack open Mud Briar like a rock? It all makes sense! No, wait, it doesn't.
Good. I'm glad
It's
Pinky
a
realized that on her
metaphor,
own.
Pinky. You see Mud Briar as a rock, but Maud sees him as a gem. Even if you never see past his dullness, you can see how happy he makes Maud. And to his sister, that's all that matters.
Alright, I like this. This is a good moment. I love it.
Oh, limestone marble, thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you two. Pie pile!
Okay,
Did she say pie pile, or is that what I heard?
I
Also,
really
nice
owe
touch.
my brother
I
an
like that.
apology. And I owe Maud a party. I just hope I'm not too late.
Did you, I feel like you didn't need the party based on what she was saying. You're giving her a log. I mean, I'd call that a bad decision, but you know what? I'm willing to accept it because it's dumb.
I brought you an olive branch to say sorry. I was really unfair to you.
Taking that a
I'm
little
ready to
literally,
listen to
but
your
with this
ideas
guy, I
for
think it's the
Maud's
perfect way to go about
birthday.
things.
If you still want to plan it together.
Technically, this isn't even an olive branch. It's a quercus, most likely Castinia folia.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, keeping it together.
Well, she's trying.
And I love a good quercus. Friends,
Alright. Okay, I take it back. This guy is nothing
Now,
like
do you have
Sheldon
any
Cooper.
ideas for the party?
there is one.
I do genuinely. I actually like this guy. That was nice. You know. Though, does that mean he's better with social behavior? Also.
Surprise!
Okay, they're throwing the party for Maude, but Maude doesn't even have to be there. That is an interesting compromise. I like it. All right, that's an MLP way to
This
do
is
it.
my
I like it.
favorite party ever.
It was all your amazing boyfriend's idea. He said the best present would be me throwing you a surprise party you didn't have to go to.
Technically, it wasn't a surprise because she could see the pre-party preparations from up here.
Technically, you're right.
I don't know if that was genuine frustration or not, but all right. All right. All right. And that's the end. That's the end. All right. All right. Where do I begin with this? Because I got to give some thoughts on this. I liked it. I don't think I liked it as much as the first parter. I mean, the premiere. You know, the two-part premiere. I can never put words together. But I liked it. I thought it was funny. I ended up liking Mud Briar more than I thought, though I am convinced this guy, yeah, he's Adam Kirshner, yeah, Now, he's doing an impression of Sheldon Cooper. He sounds just like him. I don't know how he's doing that, unless I'm wrong and it is the same guy, but I don't think it is. Tell me how wrong or right or whatever. Tell me all I need to know in the comments. So I will say that I can't think of it off the top of my head of any third episode in this series that is better than the two-part premieres. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one I liked more. I'll have to look back at it. Might go for it. But otherwise, I did like it. I liked Mud Briar more. Again, just reiterating, making sure. Thought it was funny, but the highlight for me was seeing Pinky go home to deal with her problem. Interesting way to do that. And we get a little bit from the sisters. Nice to know that the prickly, oh man. Somebody, I gotta look back, I forgot. Okay, it's in my recording. I'll know what the alliteration is. But whatever I called, limestone. I liked what they did there. That was a nice touch. Having it be a geode also, yeah. Those two are very much, they're rock peoples. My big problem, I think, is there's not as much happening. It's hard to get into. Mod is good, but with Mud Briar backing her up, it's cute, but at the same time, it's like you got to get used to this dynamic. And I know that some people are going to complain about this episode and say it's very similar to Rock Solid Friendship, which, like I said, if I remember correctly, is also number 3 in Season 7, and also involved Maud in a new relationship that Pinky had to deal with, though but for those of you who are going to say that this episode is way too similar, it's really not. They're very different situations. In that episode, Maud made a new friend, and Pinky was completely oblivious to it and tried to force it, which only ruined it. In this case, Pinky knew the situation and couldn't stand Mud Briar, even though he's pretty much he's not 100% the same. True, the major difference is that he's into sticks while Maud is into rocks. Not as much as the rest of her family outside of Pinkie Pie, obviously, but she is, I mean, wait. I thought I had a coherent thought, but I think I just said Maud isn't as into rocks when I think she is more into rocks than even the rest of her family outside of Pinkie Pie. I think that's what I said, or what I was trying to say. You get my point. I'm rambling. This is what happens when you get me talking about anything. Anything. Even if I dislike the subject. Or, especially if I dislike the subject. But here, I'm interested. So anyway, this is a good episode. I liked it. It's nothing like Rock Solid Friendship. Okay, maybe it is on the surface, but really, it's a very different episode. It's good. Not as good as the two-part premiere, School Days Part 1 and 2. I liked it. Can't wait to do next week. Also, quick question. What do you guys think I should do? Because I want to do some new stuff. I love MLP, but I'd like to do some things that are not MLP related. Maybe some non-review, non-reaction stuff. Anybody has any ideas, please, give me, give me something. I can come up with something, but I would really like the input of the people who would be watching. Outside of that fact, I can't wait for next week. Glad that I know absolutely nothing about next week because I knew way too much about this episode. I was surprised a couple of times, but otherwise, it took away from my enjoyment, so I think I was way more quiet. Not that I'm being quiet now, but I'm not watching the episode now. Just talking to you guys. So, had a good time. Hope you enjoyed. Loved it. Can't wait till next week. Bye. Love MLP. Whatever. Yes, that's right. This is my sign-off line. This has been Mike of Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus. I hope you enjoyed this reaction from me and of MLP Season 8, Episode 3, The Mod Couple. And, I hope you enjoyed the episode itself. Bye!